What do you know? We're back for the best day of the week, Fashion Crimes Podcast Friday. How have y'all been doing? It's been so great to see y'all on socials, on whatnot, and email lately telling us what's been happening in your world. A lot of y'all are going on vacation, just got back from vacation, or are planning way in advance for your next vacay. So, what are some wardrobe must haves? I'm so glad you asked. Now, we talked about travel outfit ideas previously, which was episode 138. If you have not listened to that, please go back and do so you know exactly how to avoid committing a fashion crime not only on vacation, but in the airport. But just take note, there's so many airport fashion crimes. There's just too many to count. But just in case you needed a laugh this week, we just got back from Cabo 2 nights ago. This was my post transplant trip. And there was a guy who literally had on a Mexican blanket poncho type deal with slip on shoes that were shaped like fish with socks. Okay, Queen. Like, I was so curious what went through his head when he got dressed to go to the airport that day, but I guess that's just what didn't happen. Apparently, nothing went through his head. Just saying. And Jonathan was like, "Are you going to call him out on your podcast this week?" And I was like, "Duh." And he was like, "I thought so." Anyway, our bestie Sarah emailed me and said that she was going to Scotland and needed some ideas on what to pack for that. Someone else emailed me and said, "Hey, Holly, what about tips on how to pack less when you travel?" I'm gonna be real honest with you, because I'm a terrible liar. I just went to see my bestie in Dallas for 3 days before I went to Cabo. So I was gone for, let's say, 10 days. My suitcase weighed 64 pounds. Okay. Wasn't proud of that, but I figured I needed to learn how to pack less or at least practice that. So let's give it a go. What do you say? I wanted to squish these topics together and thought it would be a great subject for this week, regardless if you're going to Europe or if you're going away for 2 days or 20. These are your must haves in your suitcase when you go somewhere and how to pack said must haves. In the meantime, did y'all listen to last week's episode with closet consultant Shannon Allen? Now, how fabulous was she? I just love interviewing other stylists because we are women supporting women. And obviously, the end goal is the same to make you look and feel fabulous. We all go about things a little bit differently. And I love to learn how others work successfully with clients. So she got an incredible Instagram following. She has an unbelievable online presence with tips and common issues that people have and how to solve those issues. So please give us a listen. That's episode 239, or better yet, watch the video on our YouTube channel, please, so you can see us in the flesh. And while you're at it, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Glad that's settled. And since you're on our YouTube channel anyway, you might as well go ahead and watch the episode before that, episode 238, the Oscars red carpet review. It was my first time going solo on YouTube. I had one person that reached out to me and told me that they watched. Not sure about anyone else. So if you did watch it, thank you for that. And if you hated it or my wig was crooked, just tell me on the sly and I'll do better next time. Like right now. I mean, my wig looks straight to me. Y'all tell me if it looks crazy. And speaking of my wigs, as you know already, I have 4 wigs and I cannot believe how used to it I am. Yes, my hair is growing back and it looks like Annie Lennox from the super early 1990s, which I suppose could technically be in, but I'm not quite ready to go without my wig yet. Anyway, my hair is completely salt and pepper, which I knew my hair was gray, but I didn't know it was that fucking gray. Like, Jesus. Ugh. Anyway, however, I'm embracing the change and wondering what my hair is going to look like when it really grows in, like for real. We'll see. In the meantime, last time Schmutz got groomed, he got the old heave ho. So now we are completely twinsies. I like to keep him pretty floofed out, but honestly, it's so much harder to take care of. And Jonathan's like, he's got to be cut down like this twice a year. I mean, he's not wrong. So if you have a wig story you'd like to share, or if you need some advice, if you want to experiment with a wig for the first time, we have an episode on that, how to buy a wig, or please hit me up and let me know. And I am happy to share my experience and would love to help someone else, Obvi. We haven't even gotten into the wig fashion crimes yet. There are plenty, but that's another subject for another day. Flying off the printing press at Amazon Books is Stop Making These Fashion Mistakes by yours truly. Is your image holding you back? Is it? Maybe not for you, but probably for someone you know. This captivating and quick style guide, you can instantly break the cycle of feeling like you look just okay and good enough to feeling proportionate, empowered, and self confident. It describes in detail the top fashion and style mistakes that people make without even knowing it. This book is the first step in your style evolution to get unstuck. I can't think of a better way to make your outside match your inside with Stop Making These Fashion Mistakes. I mean, just think about your friends or your friends of friends who totally need this book. Get your copy today on Amazon.com. Just type in Holly Katz book or Stop Making These Fashion Mistakes and it will come up for you. It's about a 15-minute read and makes a great gift. Let's be honest. I can't thank you enough for those who have already bought the book and who have bought it for others as gifts. We've gotten tremendous positive feedback from it, and it truly is the gift that just keeps on giving. I love seeing you with the book, so keep sending me your pics. If you send me a pic or a DM or emailing me and let me know you got the book, you're totally going to get a shout out. Now that's for real. We back. There are two types of packers in this world. So where do you fit in? There is the type A packer who is neurotic and has to have a list for every single thing that you are going to bring and pack. Or are you type B, which constitutes being so last minute, like moi, and you stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning packing the night before? Now, I work best under pressure, by the way. Okay. So whatever way you pack works best for you, you do you. I get it. Not here to judge that. Let's be honest. I'm just judging what's in your suitcase. Okay. Duh. And honestly, I don't like to pack too early because I don't know how I'm going to feel when I make my outfit decisions. I like to make them later rather than earlier so I can be more in the moment of where I'll be or what I'll be doing. I don't like to decide so early. Then I'll question what I packed and then I'll change my mind. If I pack late in the game, I don't have time to change my mind. You see there, reverse psychology on myself. Ha. Okay. So speaking of suitcases, let's talk about that for a second. I think a lot of people that I work with have a problem packing or they're too overwhelmed when packing because they're not sure what they're going to want to wear or if it's too much pressure to figure out what they're going to wear a week from now. So they either bring everything into suitcases or they just bring a carry-on. I'm using air quotes here and pack super light, which I will say, if you're a carry-on kind of person, I really don't know where you came from or what planet you came from, or better yet, how you can get everything in a small ass suitcase and get it to zip. By the way, you should see me trying to zip my big ass suitcase. I do not understand how a person can do this, but I've seen it time and time again. Let's just say that it's not something that I've tried to master, but this episode isn't about how to pack less. It's about how to pack and what to pack. And I promise you, it's my shoes that take up too much room. Okay. And I know it, but I digress. Now, I have traveled with others who seem to ask the redeeming questions. Are you going to check a bag? And to this I say, bitch, have you met me? When have I ever not checked a bag? I have never, ever, ever, ever taken a carry-on like ever on this lifetime on this planet. Between my makeup, my products, my shoes, my accessories, I mean, I'd never make it. And I'm not trying to schlep my suitcase all the way through the airport, carry it, take it to the bathroom, by the way, put it up, take it down, schlep it again. It's not that deep to go to the baggage claim and wait. Holla if you hear me on that, okay? Now, I understand more than anyone. People have been scarred, tainted, forever wounded because the airlines have lost their luggage. I've lost my luggage too, but I will never not check a bag in this lifetime. So, assuming we're on the same page and you're bringing a normal suitcase and not trying to be a hero by just carrying a carry on bag, let's start on the must haves, okay? Because this subject of packing seems to be a hot topic for many. I use the same system each time I pack, and this is a good way to keep you on track. Now, you can ignore the system and totally wing it if you want to. I'm not mad at you for that. But I just have my specific packing order down, and I know that it works for me and it could work for you too. So please note, because my clothes are organized and I know where everything is and I'm not sorting through any excess crap in my closet to get to the good stuff, it is just easier for me to pack. So if your closet is not organized or you're not an organized person, please go back and listen to episode 60, which is Closet Clean Out 2.0, and get that straight. Your packing system or order of events needs to be the same every single time that you pack. The system always starts with what you're actually taking on the plane with you, which should be your travel bag or your travel tote. I take a tote with my computer and pare down my purse to a wallet on chain or a smaller purse, which also goes in my tote. Also in my tote is my medicine, my jewelry, and something to read/do, my AirPods Max or my noise canceling earphones, and my sunglasses. You never check your real jewelry or your medicine, by the way, just in case for the slim chance your luggage does not make it. Now, I have a makeup case that I really like. It's probably time for a new one, but you must have a decent case to put your makeup and your toiletries in. Non-negotiable. Can you use Ziploc bags? You sure can, but you're a grown woman and you deserve a very nice makeup/toiletry bag, okay? Once your tote is cocked, locked, and ready to rock, then you move on to your suitcase. And before I forget, don't forget your chargers. I cannot tell me how many times I have forgotten the stupid chargers. It's completely ridiculous. Or if I'm renting a car, I always, like clockwork, forget a car charger. Anyway, make sure that's in your tote bag as well. Now, onto your suitcase. Now, I carry an YAAAAY suitcase here. This is a hard shell suitcase, and it is really the best suitcase I've ever had in my adult life. That's for sure, without a doubt. So, first order of business. If you don't have a grown-up suitcase, that's the first thing that you need to do. Stat. And it doesn't have to be an YAAAAY suitcase, but it does need to be a nice dark color so it does not show dirt, have wheels, that's a non-negotiable, and have an extended warranty. Now, luggage is definitely something that you invest in because you're supposed to use it forever. Now, it might not last forever, but it should come pretty damn close. I've seen a lot of hard shell suitcases in the airport, and I know there are other great ones out there. YAAAAY isn't the only game in town. It's just the OG hard shell suitcase that I can tell you does not disappoint. So, okay, the next order of business is going through your drawers and packing what you need from each drawer. If you go in the same order every time, you can totally save yourself from being overwhelmed. For example, the way that my drawers are set up, I have my sleeping clothes, my socks, my underwear, bras, workout clothes, and my workout sweatshirts all on one side. Now, on the other side, I have t-shirts, shorts, nice sweaters, and other foldable things that I might or might not need, like my camisoles, like to wear under a jacket, or my bodysuits. Y'all know I'm down with the bodysuits. So I can just go down each column of drawers and then I know I haven't left anything out. I always pack my nighttime stuff first, what I'm going to sleep in. Then I go to my workout clothes and ask myself the following questions. Am I going to work out? If yes, how many times am I going to work out? What bras do I need? Am I going to be rocking some undergarments? Will I be laying out or is this a hot tub type situation? I mean, that's the difference between a one piece and a two piece bathing suit, y'all, just saying. If yes, how many bathing suits do I need and what types of bathing suits? You get it. Once I know I'm finished going through each drawer, then I know for sure what to pack and I haven't left anything out. If you ask the questions for each drawer category, that will keep you on track and it doesn't take as long as you think. So, hot tip. Your drawers need to be organized and clothes need to be ready to wear. So everything you pull out should be clean and ready to put on to pack. If your drawers are not organized by category, it just makes things harder and it's very hard to make decisions on what to pack because you're looking for your stuff. Then I go to my closet and I do the same thing with each section, which is also organized by category. So I have like hung with like. So one section is just jeans. I hang my jeans on S hooks. Then I have all my slacks. Then I have all my skirts, my short dresses, my long dresses, my blouses, my jackets, etc., so forth, so on, and what have you. Now, when you pack your hanging stuff, you must have a garment bag. Ones that you get from purchasing something at a store can be bulky, but feel free to use a dry cleaning poly bag like so here. They can take up less room and keep your clothes from being wrinkled, and they're free. That's a hot tip. Jewelry and makeup are last to be packed. After you go through that, these questions are about your clothes. How many outfits do I need in total? Can I wear the same thing twice? Is it going to be cold? What's my outerwear situation looking like here? Do I need a coat at all? Lucky for you, I've made a vacation must-have packing list, which is on your vacation wardrobe must-have Pinterest board for the week. Link for that will be in the show notes. This guide will give you the highlights of how you should structure your outfits according to what you'll be doing each day. If you fill that out, you'll have a nice curated list of what you need. The real blueprint for packing efficiently is mentally going through each event on each day. So I'm going to go through what possible of outfits I will need according to if I know what I'm going to be doing on said day. You'll see that on the packing list. I have listed day 1, 2, 3, so on and so on, so you can physically have some idea of what you will be wearing. Also, this is a hot tip. If you're going on vacation for like 3 days, then you need to pack 1 to 2 extra outfits for an emergency, or if you're not feeling one of the outfit original choices. On most vacations, you'll probably go through 2 outfits in a day as you will change clothes, usually for dinner. Now, this is when the shoe packing comes in. Once you go through each outfit, then you pick your shoes. These are things to consider. Are you going to be standing, sitting, walking, hiking, schmoozing? Perhaps do you need flip-flops for the beach? These are things that you need to know to make a proper shoe selection. If you're not sure what you're doing each day, that's okay. I would just check the weather to make sure that you are dressed according to the temperature and how much walking around you're going to be doing. Be careful not to be weather obsessed, as obviously the forecasts change by the day. Now, I check the overall temperature for the week and I don't obsess on the daily, but hey, that's just me. I will only check if I have no idea what the daily activities are going to be. Also, If you get pissed off or disappointed by the weather, you're upset and constantly waiting for it to change. That's why I don't obsess over the weather. Anyway, I like to always say, don't believe the hype. It's going to be snowing. Don't believe the hype. It's snowing when I see the snow falling from the sky. It's raining. If I get wet when I go outside, then obviously it's raining. I only check if it's the night before I leave somewhere. If it's winter, it's cold. If it's summer, it's hot. That's all the specifics that I really need. That's just for me. If you're a person who likes to drill down a little bit more on the weather, I get it. Consider wearing layers if you're a hot nature person and bringing a jacket or sweater if you're constantly cold. Now, in the wintertime, I like to bring two coats. One I pack in my suitcase, that's usually a little bit more casual, and one that I can wear on the plane. Now, if it's not winter, I always, always, always bring a sweater or a jacket on the plane because it is freezing on the plane. Now, I don't care if it's 90 degrees outside, I still bring something to put over my shoulders because I am forever wearing a sleeveless tank top or a halter top or something like this, a one shoulder or whatever, and the air is always cranked up. Now, shout outs this week. Thank you to Catherine, of course, to Sarah for writing in. Shout out to Kim, who sent me a picture of what she was wearing to be the best dressed wedding guest. Love you, that journey for her. Also, big shout out to Melinda for being so gracious and patient as I fixed her whatnot order. Oi, God bless Melinda. And speaking of whatnot, I'll be back on the app this week, but next, not this week, but next. So don't worry. I'll let you know when that's happening. I'm getting some great, great merchandise, and I wanted to save up for when I get the good stuff. In the meantime, still working on the survey. That's coming out soon, and that will be a special edition newsletter. Now, let's do a little recap, okay? When you pack your suitcase, make sure you have a good travel tote. Make sure you have the hard shell suitcase, or in a grown-up suitcase, you have a great toiletry bag for your stuff. Don't forget your chargers. And you go through each category of clothing and use the vacation travel pack. What did I call it? The travel vacation packing list for your organization. Now, I did leave one thing out. When you fold your clothes in your suitcase, I like to roll them up like so. So this is a t-shirt, okay? And you fold the t-shirt, and then once you fold it, you roll it just like this. And what happens is it keeps your clothes from getting wrinkled. Also, using the poly bag, like I said before, from the dry cleaners, you hang your stuff and then you fold it in the poly bag. That keeps your stuff from getting wrinkled as well. Now, a lot of hotel rooms do have steamers these days if you stay in a bougie hotel, which is nice. But when your clothes get wrinkled, there's really no way for your wrinkles to come out. You can hang them. They might come out, they might not. So fold your items, roll your items like this, so that way you won't get anything wrinkled. Now, my husband is a little bit type a little bit. And when he rolls his underwear and things like this, he likes to stuff it in his shoes to take up less room. Some people like to use packing cubes. You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever you think is best for you. I have never used packing cubes. That probably would help me quite a bit, and that keeps your stuff from getting as wrinkled as well. As far as your shoe situation, God help you on that. I pack my shoes in shoe bags so they don't get my clothes dirty. I have a little overkill with the shoe bags. I have so many, especially if you buy designer shoes, they all come with shoe bags. But I try to bring less shoes as that takes up less room in my suitcase. And last but not least, you always bring a spare outfit or two, just in case you aren't feeling one of your outfit situations, or if you need an extra outfit. However, you guys got this. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you go through each category. And if you need more help, there is a Pinterest board for you, vacation travel must-haves on your Pinterest board this week. Go there. There's a few examples of some things that I liked, so y'all go ham. In the meantime, again, that's it for this week. Sign up for our email list. Hang out with us on Instagram and Facebook. Write into me, and I will totally give you a shout out. This has been so great. I'm so happy that you guys have tuned in. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And make sure you hit that subscribe button below and download your vacation packing list. Go to the Pinterest board. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. Y'all have a fabulous, fashionable week. Bye.